Just getting it onto live stream. Phone 2. Drake. Got it. So, Chandler, Sia, Carol. Somebody named Carol Threet.
Yes.
It's gotta be Threet. Watkins.
Oh, I tried for Rosario Martinez.
Okay, that's right. Got it. And don't see Wolf. Arthur. Do you see MacArthur Holly? I'm letting him. MacArthur Holly. Jennifer MacArthur Holly. I'm letting him.
Jennifer Holly, yes. The third one down with the job.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Judge Person. I apologize for the great start. We walked into the building with some problems, and there were just multiple layers of technical problems. I'll probably repeat myself while I see people getting attached or connected to their audio. I am asking that people be on screen, just as if you were in court. You wouldn't be, for example, laying down or hiding. So just if you would get on screen. I do welcome everybody to the Temple Municipal Court, and I do thank everybody for their time. And then once again, I do apologize for the late start. It was not intentional. I really had a technical issue this morning. There are a couple of people, I'm not sure either where you are or who you are. Let me clarify. The name at the screen doesn't always tell me who folks are. There's a woman named Carol, and I just know last name, and just for purposes of the meeting, can you unmute and tell me your name, please, Carol? I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm Carol. Yes, sir. I'm having trouble with the audio. I can only hear pieces of what you say.
So I can't understand you at all. I
can't understand.
Ma'am, I hope you can hear me. I think the thing. So what's going to be best is everybody stays muted, because when everyone talks at the same time, I just don't get anything. Carol, I'm thinking that you won't lose your place in line, but I need you to log out and log back in and see if we can get your audio connected. Can everyone thumbs up if you can hear me? Okay, the majority of people that I can see are hearing. So Carol, unmute, and I'm sorry. Let me have you just log back in, because I want to say you might be Carol Chandler, but I can't hear you when you're unmuted. So the best way is to just try it again. Sometimes it's the connection. And then I have a person on a phone call, the phone number beginning 609 and ending 057. Can you unmute and tell me your name, please? On a telephone call, could you please?
Yes, this is Renee Cummings. We have a problem getting a Zoom. It's for my son, Khalid Cummings, and I want to drop the charges that they have against him. I didn't know it was going to go to court.
Well,
I don't know if it's going to.
Listen for a
And I don't
moment.
want to proceed on with this case.
You don't want to what?
I want to get the charges dropped, or for them to, if it's possible, they could toss the case out, because I do not want to proceed on with this court case. He was,
Right. I understand what you're saying is that you want the case dropped because you don't want to
Yes.
proceed. But actually, the issue is whether the prosecutor wants to proceed. And so you'll have a meeting with that prosecutor in a moment. And you are regarding Khalik Cummings. So I'm going
yes,
to,
my 17.
yeah, I'm going to remute you. I'm the judge of the court and I'm going to remute you until it's your turn. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And then there was one person named iPhone, and I would like to know your name. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Can you unmute, ma'am, and tell me your name?
My name's Marissa Rojo.
Rojo. Okay. And let's see. All right, thank you. And I'm just going to admit a few folks that are logging back in. Carol, you're back in. Can I ask you to unmute? Let's try again.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, telephone caller. Can you tell me your name?
Kelly Williams.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Williams. What folks don't know a lot of times is that if you're on the telephone, you can't really see that we have a room full of people. And, you know, we'll be doing our best to keep you in the order that you've logged in. I was actually taking that down. And I did apologize. I'm going to remute you, Ms. Williams, because I'm actually talking to everybody, and we just stay muted simply for the fact that if everybody talks at once, there's just no sense to it. But anyway, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the meeting now that I've identified the folks that are here. And I do want to thank everyone for their time. And for folks who didn't hear me at the beginning, we did begin with some real technical difficulties. I'm not going to try to make that up with your case, but I will try to be efficient with the time. So I do want to let everyone know that when you're given a ticket or issued a citation, those are all methods that we have in the law for accusing someone. That is what a ticket is. And there are three options for pleading: not guilty, guilty, and no contest. On the not guilty docket, I do see that we can go ahead and start with the Rosalio Martinez case, Attorney Watkins and Attorney Matson. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all have that meeting while I do my explanation, since I am aware that you both have heard that one. And Mr. Matson, Ryan Matson, is the prosecutor. For folks on the contested docket, that is going to be a meeting first with Mr. Matson, and then a quick check-in with me as the judge of the court. So we're starting that. Mr. Watkins, it'll take you on over to that meeting. So when you plead not guilty, you're contesting the charge. You're asking ultimately for a trial. And what happens there is we do a pre-trial here online because it's efficient. And then we move forward with, you know, the trial process. And the first stop on that would be a meeting here in the courtroom to set the bond and do pre-trial matters. And then the next part would be to, you know, schedule that trial. And I'm looking for that file on the Martinez case. Oh, there it is. I found it. So what I'm going to do then is just give you a real brief overview for how the court moves and the options that you have. So if you plead guilty, you're actually saying, I did this. Pleading not no contest means you're authorizing me to move forward with sentencing with you. So if you plead guilty or no contest, we're moving forward into sentencing. At that point, and if you plead not guilty, we're moving toward trial. Okay, I think everybody's with me so far. So if you plead guilty or no contest, I'm moving forward with sentencing. And we always have like a general rule. And then we have, we have a general rule and then we have exception. So generally speaking, if you plead guilty or no contest, you're found guilty, it goes on your record. If you plead no contest or guilty, having it go on your record, there are still 4 ways to gain a dismissal. Okay, so let me tell you what the dismissal options are. I also want to tell you that we have options for payment plans. You can pay up to 30 days without any additional fees being added. After 30 days, on the 31st day, there is a mandated fee that gets added by law. I don't have any ability to change that because the Texas legislature made that law. And so that's that scenario after 31 days. I do require a disclosure of financial information. That just helps me set a bond or a payment plan, depending on which direction you're going with your case. If we're setting a payment plan, it allows me to be realistic with that payment plan and look at the financial concerns and considerations. If you are contesting the charge, it really relates to how I schedule and set bonds in the case. So the next thing I want to let you know is that the 4 options for dismissing a charge in a municipal court like this one that I have directly available from the bench are compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and teen court. I said there were 4. Compliance dismissals are things that can be brought up to date and dismissed. And the law has to specify that I can do that. It's not just because I want to, it's because the law says that I can. And so I will walk you through those. You can ask me questions when it's your turn, but you'll be unmuted and you can talk to me and ask me questions. I can't give legal advice, but I'll let you know if it's something I'm not allowed to answer. If it's something I'm allowed to answer, I'll answer. And I can tell you how things move through a court. If the kinds of questions I can certainly do. What I can't tell you is what you should do and what you should want to do. I'm not here to make up your mind for you. I'm not here to apply the law to your facts, which means if I'm doing that, I'm deciding whether or not someone's guilty. And we do that at trial. Okay. So I might stop you there. I might let you know if there's a legal advice question, but just feel free to ask, and then I'll let you know the reality of where my ethics duties are. Okay. So with regard and how that plays into these dismissal options is with the first one, the compliance dismissals, you can expect that since the law says I shall dismiss, then I'm going to see if I can get you there. I don't see a lot of those on the docket today, but if there is one, I will talk to you about it. You're welcome to ask me questions about that. If you think I missed something or you're not understanding, well, let me know when it's your turn, okay? Driver safety course options are available for moving violations, provided that you qualify to be in the program, and then you have to successfully complete it. And what I want to say about that is it's a pretty good deal. On a plea of guilty or no contest, I'll automatically walk you through that option if it appears that you are qualified. Minimally, you have to be on time to court for your appearances. That's one thing. Your date was on the ticket itself, okay? Another thing I want to tell you about that is that it's not free. So you pay the court costs. You pay for the court costs, the class, and the driving record, okay? And here's the way that works. Every ticket has a court cost and a fine. And in the driver safety course option, you pay the court cost and the fine goes on hold. Now, the court cost is set by the Texas legislature. I don't have the ability to change that. Please believe me, I don't. We collect that. That is sent to Austin, as a matter of fact. The fine goes on hold. And there, what happens is if you complete your course and turning in your driving record on time and complete that program, you get your case dismissed, and the fine that was sitting there on hold gets waived. So it's not on your record as a conviction, and the remaining balance is waived. And it's not insubstantial. The court costs, as set by the legislature, range from 144 to 169, I believe, is the layout on that. So I'll work with you if you want to do that program. We can talk about how we do that. So again, I'll start talking to you about a driver safety course option if it looks like you're eligible for that. If you think that I should be talking to you about it and I'm not, ask me. That's fine. Okay. So I'm not here to discourage questions. Okay. But I am here to facilitate and move things along, but I would maintain intelligently. Okay. So, and then the third option for a dismissal is what is called a deferred disposition. Deferred means to make a delay, and disposition, dispose of, means to make final. I delay making your case final on a plea of guilty or no contest plus a request. I'll talk about that more in just a moment. And then, we'll put in an order, it's a piece of paper that tells you the things that are required for you to do to get that dismissal. And in a Class C court, you're allowed to ask the judge directly for that deferral request. And so that's going to be how that would work. And the way that you do that is just to say guilty or no contest, but I'd like a deferred. It's really that simple. You may also ask a prosecutor for a deferral, but you would have to be willing to change your plea at that point. So again, in the courtroom with the judge, guilty or no contest, but I would like a deferred. And then I'll start sorting out the terms and conditions that I'm going to impose if I agree to give you that deferral. It is the judge's discretion. I'm always open to consider it. Okay. And then the final option is teen court. You have to be middle school or high school, heading toward the diploma in the appropriate manner. So we even allow at times GED students, for example. So I should catch that you're a student and talk to you about teen court on that one. I'll be driving you for it. So if you've noticed, there are 4 options from the bench available for dismissal. 2 of them I'm legally required to drive you towards. The third one you request the deferral. And the fourth one I'm going to be encouraging. Okay. So hopefully everybody's with me. Mr. Mattson, Mr. Watkins, let me ask where we are with regard to the Rosalio Martinez case, please.
A discovery to Mr. Watkins, and we're going to go ahead and set for final pretrial.
Okay. Also, Mr. Watkins, with regard to Ms. Martinez, state law does require that I, hold on just one second, I'm having a little problem. State law requires that there be fingerprints on file for this particular offense. I cannot proceed other than the next setting. Prior to the next meeting, I will need fingerprints from your client. So what I'm going to do is we will email a fingerprint order to you, and I'm going to ask that your client complete that process no later than Friday at the Temple Police Department. It will be free of charge, but it is a legal requirement by law that I collect that, even if, for example, even if the state filed a dismissal today, I would not be able to sign that dismissal without that fingerprint card being on file. Are you with me?
On everything except the date. You mean Friday in 3 days, Friday?
Yeah, but it's supposed to happen today, but I would allow it Friday.
Well, certainly do everything I can to comply. I can't say right here off the top of my head that, I can't guarantee that I can do it by then, but certainly I'll do everything I can to comply.
Well, it's really not up to you to do it. It's up to your client to do it, but I am saying that you are required to make the information available to your client.
Well, I will tell you, I'm not willing to be an agent of the court.
I'm not asking you to be an agent of the court. I'm asking you to comply with the law and have your client do so. I will send that order over. We'll see where we go with it. Final pretrial is scheduled for August 24th. Any further questions? Okay, Mr. Mattson, I didn't hear you.
Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Watkins, any further questions?
No questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mattson, I'm moving you forward with Mr. Wolf, who I believe is on screen. And let me find him in my list.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah, there y'all go. Okay. That is on the Ray Nealon case, Nealon, I don't know. And I am moving forward with Jason Munoz. Mr. Munoz, can you unmute, please, and tell me how you're doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, ma'am?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Let me get your file. I'm just almost there. Here we go. Right. So I did receive no contest pleas long ago on your case, and these are in warrant
Yeah.
for non-payment, I believe, although I didn't dig all the way into that. You had asked for a payment plan. I don't mind approving a payment plan. I guess I would like to know what you're able to pay today towards your balance since the cases are in warrant.
I can pay $100.
Today?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And then today is the 5th. Is that a good time to do $100 every month?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I need to get your signature when you come to the court today to make a signature. And I guess what I would ask you is, what time will you be here today to sign?
We can
Be there in
10:30.
an hour.
Okay, that would be fine. I want to remind you that the court is a safe harbor. If you're coming here to honestly resolve your cases, you will not be arrested. So just so that you know that, since you are in warrant, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do you have further questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll have everything at the front desk for you to sign and to make your first payment, and then it'll just be a schedule. If you run into issues and cannot make payment, you do have a duty to contact the court and start trying to resolve that as soon as you know that that's going to be an issue, if it becomes an issue again. Okay?
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
reminding you because after the second payment plan, which we are in, generally speaking, I really say it's jail time at that point because it's a failure to communicate
Yes, Your Honor.
and just a not doing your duty there. Okay. So keep up with it. And if you run into an issue, you need to come by, talk to a clerk and get set for a meeting. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll have everything at the front desk, Mr. Munoz.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a good day. Can I sign out?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. My next person is Jack Thompson. Mr. Thompson, I'm going to ask you to unmute and let me know how your day is doing while I pull your file up. How are you, sir?
Just fine, yourself?
Thank you. I'm fine. I've almost got it. Okay. So, yeah, I did receive your plea, which was, I appreciate, and it was a plea of no contest on a red light charge. The costs and fines are $269. You have pleaded no contest. I wanted to ask you, is that your plea at this time?
Yes.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, I'm seeing that payments would be difficult, and I'm willing to make low payments, but I'm also willing, in your case, to have you satisfy your fines and costs through community service. You're eligible for that program. Are you interested in doing it that way?
Yes.
Okay. So in ordering community service, and I see that you're in Cameron, you would do the community service. You can do it here in Temple, but you can also do it in the community where you are. And it comes to 13 hours. It can be at any nonprofit under the laws of the state of Texas. I have a list of places, they're local to Temple, but they'll give you an idea of the kinds of things. I also have written directions for how to go about getting it done. And I have a timesheet for you to use to keep track of your hours. Can you come to the court today, sometime today, to pick up your information?
Yes.
Okay. When should we look for you?
An hour. We're about an hour out, so.
Okay. Between 10 and 11, between
Okay.
10 and 11:30 sounds fine. And y'all be safe coming in. We'll have everything at the front desk, and if you need, just read everything before you get started, before you leave. If you have
Yeah.
questions, a clerk might be able to answer.
We do
Yeah.
need an address.
Okay, it's where you came before. I don't know if you came in, but it's 401 North 3rd Street. We're kind of,
Okay,
we're just north on the other side of Central Fire Station.
okay,
Okay, now if you, at the window, when you're here, you'll sign one document, you'll read through everything. If you have questions, try a clerk. If a clerk can't answer, they will get the question to me, okay?
okay.
Okay, Mr. Thompson, do you have any questions at this time?
No,
Okay, I'm gonna let you go then.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. You have a blessed day.
You too, man.
And I'm moving forward with, let's see, Dawson, Kabayad or Sabayad? You tell me. Caveat. We'll see. I was wrong all the way around. Sorry about that. So you asked for a 30-day extension, but it's on a speeding charge, and you are enrolled in school. Right? You're in high school. You're at Belton, is that right?
Yes, Lake Belton.
Right. So you qualify for teen court on a plea of guilty or no contest, which you did enter a plea of no contest. Is that your plea on the speeding charge at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So with teen court, there's a $20 teen court fee. And then in this particular case, a class you can take online or around town, and the class would be due in a month, which is August 16th, roughly. And the cash fee of $20 would be today, if you can pay that today. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes.
Okay. And then the class, we will give you class information when you're here to get your paperwork. It will not take you more than 5 to 10 minutes once you get here to get everything and go. Are you, what time are you able to come in to get that squared away?
About 1.
Okay. Then we will look for you around 1. And if you turn in your class on time, then you get your case dismissed. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any further questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then you're good to go, and we'll see you here at the court this afternoon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Mattson, I think that y'all were talking about Ray Nealon and you and Mr. Wolf. I'm looking, yeah, here he is. Where are we with regard to this matter?
Same deal as the last one, Your Honor. I've sent discovery, and Mr. Wolf's going to take it back to his client, and we'll proceed to final unless a deal is made before then.
Okay, so I will schedule, well, it is already scheduled, July 27th at 3, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Mattson. We'll see y'all then, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Would it, just for housekeeping purposes, since the final pretrial is set already, we have a family vacation planned that week, and can I go ahead and get a reset date, or should I file a motion?
I think that, Mr. Mattson, do you oppose a reset? Because I think it's reasonable. Right. For some reason, Mr. Mattson, I'm really struggling with your audio today. But I would suggest that we move the final pretrial to September 7th at 1. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And Mr. Mattson said that he was not in opposition, and
I wouldn't think he would be. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
I just like to be polite to both of y'all and give him an opportunity to say something if he sees something. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you have a good vacation, and thanks for letting the court know your timetable, and we'll see you in September.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you. Mr. Mattson, I'm going to move you, and Mr. Wolf, you're good to go. Carrie Hutchinson, excuse me. You are next on the pretrial docket. And ma'am, I'm going to move you on over to that meeting, and you'll unmute there for that meeting. Okay. Great. And then at the end, you'll actually come back into this room too. So we'll see you shortly. And Mr. Matson, she's been moved over. I am moving
Thank
forward.
you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Great. I could hear you. I'm moving forward with Ashanti Chandler. And Miss Chandler, can you go ahead and unmute for me, ma'am? Let me try to give you an unmute request. Sometimes that helps. It should be prompting you to unmute. Oh, now you're freezing up too. I'm starting to realize that the connection isn't good. What's going to help, Miss Chandler, is if you go ahead and log out and log back in, and I'll keep your place. I'll just work you right back in. Go ahead and log off and log back in. I'll let you right back in. Okay, because I do keep track of the order of things. I do have a new person who's been waiting, and I apologize, but it was after the meeting began. Just phone caller 254 ending in 5124. Hi, can you unmute? Okay, well, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. Miss Hutchins, I'm sorry, Miss Chandler is back in. So let's try to get that moving. Sometimes technology is great, but boy, when it doesn't serve you, it's not great, is it? Sorry for all the frustration this morning. Well, I hope y'all aren't frustrated, but I run the meeting as well as can, do the court. So it's kind of an interesting challenge. Ms. Chandler is not connected yet. So we'll give her a minute. While I'm giving her a minute to reconnect, let me just move to Mandy Garcia. Ms. Garcia, if you can unmute, we'll take your case and then I'll wrap back around. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you. I'm well. You did request a payment plan, and I understand that. I also did read the note that you were telling me about what happened. State law doesn't really let us dismiss for that scenario. However, I did want to just explore with you. You are on time in court, and I wanted to explore with you if you thought about doing a driver safety course option. You do have that option under state law if you have not been to a course for ticket dismissal in the previous 12 months. Have you been to a class in the previous 12 months?
No.
Okay. If you want to do that, you would pay the court costs. The ticket right now is $259. If you paid the court costs, they are $144. And if you can't pay it today, I can work on a day to do that with you. Are you interested in doing that?
Did you say at the beginning we have up to 30 days to pay it off in full and it wouldn't go on my record?
No, I didn't. I said that there are payment plans available for up to 30 days without additional fees, that there are additional longer payment plans that are available, and that the 4 ways to keep it off your record are through compliance, driver safety, deferral, or teen court, depending on what it's eligible for. In this case, it is a driver safety course option would be available. You would have to pay $144 of the $259. You would have to submit your your driving record and your class within 90 days to gain a dismissal and get the rest of the balance waived, about a little over $100. Are you interested in that program?
Okay. And if I just do the payment plan?
Well, I mean, first, let's cross one thing off at a time. Are you interested in keeping it off your record through a driver safety course option?
Yes, I am, but
okay. I can give you some time if you need to collect the money today. It doesn't have to be today. So that's the next question. So I like to do one thing at a time because it's a lot of detail and people understandably get overwhelmed by stuff. So, for example, we're in July. If you could look into August and see a time that you could pay the 144, then I'd be looking to do that with you. If the answer is I really can't, and I do see the restraints that you financially have, you were kind enough to give me that material or information up front. So this isn't the only option. This is one option. And, people give me a basic snapshot of their finances, but I don't know everything. So I still ask questions where I know, well, I don't know, there may not be an option to do it this way. But if you have a time when you could pay the 144 and you want to do that, then I want to give a little leeway and give you some time to do that. If it's just not going to be possible, then we're going to move on to another option that I have that might work out.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
just that with paying, my hands are a little tied right now.
Right.
On the 24th of June, after everything happened here with going back and forth through the emails with the court, my bank account got hacked, and
my goodness.
bank account got cleared out, and I don't have access to my bank account right now because everything's being disputed. I don't have a debit card yet, so.
Oh goodness, I'm so
tough.
sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one option is just to give you like a month to get a breather, and just begin in a month, and just give you time to get through. That's pretty traumatic, to be honest with you. I think everybody here can recognize that would be really stressful. If you would like to reschedule and just look at this in August 16th, we can just take a breath. If you want to proceed today, I can move on with other options that might be available, but you're understandably upset right now, and it's not really a great decision-making frame of mind. So if you'd like to just hit the breather button, I can reschedule you.
Okay.
Shall we do that?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm going to reschedule you on the court's motion for August 16th, and we can email. Is your email okay? Can we still email to that email? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to reschedule you for August 16th for this same meeting. Okay. And we'll see you then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just try to get everything sorted out the best you can. It will get better. Okay. And we'll see you in August. Okay. And then we'll just take it where we are then. Okay.
Okay.
And now I'm understanding why you were asking questions like you heard just bits and pieces. Your mind is somewhere else. And when your bank account is hacked, yeah, your mind is somewhere else. Okay. Ms.
Yeah.
Garcia, it will improve. And I'm going to just reset you. Okay. And we'll just,
Thank you.
it's just on hold, but don't forget the date. And we're going to email the link to the address that we have on file. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I'll let
Thank
you
you.
go. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
bet.
you. Have a good day.
Yes,
Bye.
too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. I am moving forward, and I actually saw Miss Chandler come in. There you are. Let's see how we're doing, Miss Chandler. Can you unmute?
Did they call the case yet? No, right?
Hello.
Hi,
Can you hear
Miss
me?
Chandler. Yeah. Hi, Miss Chandler. Are you on a smartphone, or are you on a phone and a video, two separate devices?
I'm on a smartphone.
Okay, great. So, ma'am, this is a possession of drug paraphernalia charge. If you paid it, the fines and costs are $286. I do see a plea of guilty that you put in writing to the court. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then you did disclose your information regarding your financial situation. I didn't see any income or bills at this time. That information is really from several weeks back. Is that still the situation now?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually got a couple interviews coming up, so
Okay.
I should be able to take care of everything.
Well,
soon.
right. So I appreciate that. What I can do is accept your plea, and I can order, in your case, I can order community service and give you a deadline, and then we can go from there if you want to do that. Have you had a charge like this before?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting a deferral to keep it from being a conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I wasn't clear from some things were crossed out on your application, so I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I will accept that request and I'll grant the deferral, which means that you're on what's like a probation, but there's no probation fees. But it will end on November 8th. And community service is how you'll pay your fines and costs. And it's 14 hours due September 6th. And that would be what I would request on your deferral, which is good behavior and your hours due. I see that you live in Temple. I do need to get your signature on the deferral, and I need to give you a packet for how to get your community service done. When can you be here to the court?
I can be there at 11
Okay,
today.
all right. And you know where we're located?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll look for you around 11. A clerk will be able to have all your paperwork there. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes. And for everyone's purpose, if you need an excuse when you're at the window, we can give you that excuse for having been in court today. Okay?
Alrighty.
All right, we'll have
Thank you.
everything at the window. Thank you, Ms. Chandler. Glad we got your technology sorted out. Thank you for being patient with that.
Oh yeah, no problem. It was my setting. I had to fix that.
Well, I'm glad you knew what to do. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, ma'am. Okay, and you're good to go. And then I would like to talk next with Marissa Rojo. Miss Rojo, can you unmute and talk to me? Tell me how you're doing. And can you get on screen?
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. I'm a patient person. So I will tell you that there is a speeding charge and a no driver's license charge. Both are from June 9th. And I have a no contest plea, a guilty plea on both cases. Let me just kind of review this real quickly. Let's see. Okay, so I did want to tell you that the license charge has fines and costs of $181, and also the speeding has fines and costs of $254. Let me start with the speeding. Let me just start with a basic question. I did get your pleas of guilty on those charges, okay? Okay, the next question I have, and it looks to me like you are enrolled in school. You're still in high school for this coming year, is that right?
I just graduated.
Okay, so then my next question is, let me see, on the speeding charge, have you been to a driver safety course in the last year for purposes of getting a ticket dismissed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you want to do that, you would pay just the court costs, which are $144, and get your course and your driving record turned in to gain a dismissal. Are you interested in getting the speeding charge dismissed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you pay the $144 today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you have license and insurance?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the reason I'm going after it that way, is because that case is heading to resolution, the license charge doesn't have a compliance dismissal option under state law, but the prosecutor has a prosecutor memo on file, which basically says if you meet certain conditions, he would sign a dismissal. And so I can do that with you now that I know your speeding course is heading to a resolution. So when you come to the window today, once you sign up for that driving safety course, you'll be eligible for the license to be dismissed, charge to be dismissed as well. So what time should we look for you today?
I can be there in about an hour, maybe like 10:30.
Okay. All right. We will look for you around 10:30, 11, sometime in there. And we'll get you heading toward dismissal for both charges.
Okay.
License. Okay. Do you have any further questions?
No.
Okay, then you are good to go.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Ms. Rojo. So, Mr. Mattson, I believe Ms. Hutchinson is back in the meeting, and where are we with regard to this matter? These matters, actually, there are two charges, and one is regarding insurance, one regarding speeding.
For the insurance charge, Your Honor, Ms. Hutchinson is going to be submitting a copy of her insurance card. And once I receive that, I will be dismissing the insurance ticket.
Okay.
For the speeding ticket, I will be reducing the fine from 120 to 30, which will bring the total cost to 164. And I wanted to see if she was eligible for community service.
Okay. Because I triple credit the community service, I don't do reductions if that's what we're doing. Let me look at, because it winds up, it makes no difference unless it's a large amount. Let me look and see. I'm not entirely sure that they would be. No, this isn't one where I would be doing community service, but I am willing to do the reduction. Is that a straight hit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Hutchinson, how long do you need to make payment on that one?
What could be the price for the payment plan?
It adds $15.
You saying it has to be a minimum of $15?
No, you asked what is the price for the payment plan, and it's not really a price, but there's a fee that gets added after 30 days, and that's $15. I can do $50 a month with you.
So you're saying basically a draw interest? I'm sorry, what was the
No,
15?
there's no interest. There's a one-time fee that gets added after 30 days.
Oh, after 30, if it's not paid from now till August 5th, right?
Yes. Do you need more than 30 days to make payment?
I can schedule something on the 15th.
Do you need more than 30 days to make payment?
Yes.
Okay. So the 15th is a good day for you to do payment?
Yes.
Okay. Can we do $50 on the 15th?
Yes.
Okay. So I do need your signature on the payment plan. Are you coming up today, or can we email it to you, have you print it, sign it, legally sign it, and email it back?
Yeah, email it, please.
Yeah, I see you live out of town. So we'll email that to you, and we will look to get it back before close of business today.
Is it a PDF where I can do electronic signature?
We don't do electronic signatures because they are not legal signatures.
Okay.
Unless you're drawing your own signature. I don't know your system. The generated by a computer signature, I would say, is not a signature. It's a computer image.
Am I able to get at least till Friday? Because I'm Dallas. I'm out of town. I'm at a hotel. And I don't know if I have access to really print what you're saying.
Okay. I can extend you to Friday.
Okay. But you will already send the email, right?
We will send an email today, this morning. We haven't sent it yet. No, we just heard about it. I mean, we need at least 5 minutes. Probably more like an hour. Okay, we'll get it over to you, and we'll look to get it back by Friday. How are you sending in your insurance information?
My husband's going to email it to me, and then I can send it back to the court online, Temple,
Okay.
Texas.
Okay, that works. We'll get that from you. You are good to go, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Sattler, I am, oh, he went off screen. There he is. Okay, Mr. Sattler, you are in the, hi,
Hey, how's it going?
good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, I'm moving you forward to the pretrial meeting with Mr. Matson.
Okay.
Okay. And if I could ask for Kelly Williams to unmute, please. Are you still here, Ms. Williams? There we go. I see you here. Don't find the file. Oh, that's the wrong stack. Ms. Williams, can you unmute? Good morning.
Yes. Good
Hi.
morning.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. How are you?
Thank you for asking. I'm doing fine. Give me just a quick moment.
Okay.
Let me get your, I'm getting your file. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so I did see, let's see, these are in warrant. And this is a stop from March 15th for the no driver's license charge. It has fines and costs of $331, largely due to the warrant status. And then there is a no driver's license charge from September 24th of 2018, and the fines and costs are $284.70. And let's see, on the license charge, I did receive a plea of guilty, and give me just a moment.
Okay.
I'm just reviewing everything real quickly. And a guilty plea on the no driver's license charge. Are those your pleas at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you are still working at Aerospace?
Aerospace, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're paid every 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was gonna ask, can I get like community service or something, because I have tickets like in other places too that I'm going to court for. Also as far as, no driver license and stuff like that, the same cases. I have several of them open in other counties that I'm fighting now too. So I was trying to, like get it worked out, because I'm a single parent. I have 5 kids and my daughter have 2 babies, and I help her take care of them because she don't work. So like I can't pay everybody, I'm living, to be honest, from paycheck to paycheck. I'm broke. Every 2 weeks I get paid, I'm broke. Because I'm trying to distribute my money between bills and the courts and stuff. And I know these are my charges. I know that I did this. I'm not trying to get out of doing it, but I just need like a little,
Right.
financial.
And you are receiving, do you receive food stamps and housing assistance, or is that your daughter's? What's the issue there?
Yes, ma'am. I receive those. I get the food stamps, receive the food stamps and stuff for my daughter and her kids.
Okay. I can
Yes, ma'am.
go ahead and order community service. And it's going to be, let me calculate the hours.
Okay.
31 hours.
Okay.
So it's 31 hours, and I'm going to give you a due date of September 9th.
Okay. Where do I have to go?
I do need, well, I have a list of places where you can do the work, and I can go ahead and give you that list, but I don't have a Colleen list because, well, honestly, I've tried to have a Colleen list before, and it was a problem in that things kept closing, and moving around, so I really couldn't get an effective list. So what I'll tell you
Okay.
is, what I need you to do, is go ahead and come over and get your paperwork. And there will be
Okay.
a list, listen for a moment, there'll be a list of places where you can do the work. And you can either pick from that list or you can go to any certified nonprofit organization under the laws of the state of Texas.
Okay.
Okay, so
So I have to go to
yeah.
the temple?
Well, the court is in Temple, and that's where I would ask you to come sign your paperwork and pick up your packet. When can you be
Okay.
here? When can you be here?
Actually, I could be there. I could come tomorrow morning.
Can you
'Cause
come
I'm
today?
just, I probably could swing by there on my way going to work because I have to pass through. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that would be great. What time should we look for you?
No later than about 12:30.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. We'll see you here shortly. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Mr. Matson, Mr. Sattler, this was a speeding charge from June 10th. Where are we with regard to this matter?
Mr. Shatler would like to move to trial, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Sattler, we are going to do the next pretrial at 2:00 on August 24th. That is, all pretrial motions need to be turned in. I will be scheduling your bond at that time, and we will look at scheduling your trial.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you. Oh, where are you?
Right now I'm in Florida. I'll be in Washington for the most part.
Okay, that's an in-court meeting, August 24th.
Yeah, and so I'm having a problem too getting a lawyer down there. I mean, I spent the last month trying to get them. People in Texas seem to not respond to phone calls or emails, so I've been having issues with lawyers.
I can't answer for the state of Texas.
No, it's just the area down there is just really hard to get a hold of someone, so I need a little bit more time trying to find a lawyer down there if I could.
Well, August 24th is more than a month away. I think we're good.
I had a month just to this day, and I still couldn't get a lawyer, and I can show you all the emails, phone numbers.
I believe you, but I think August 24th is our setting for right now. It's
Okay,
not a
that's fine.
trial. It's not a trial setting. It's a pretrial setting.
So another pretrial like this?
It is in person, however.
That's fine. I'll fly down.
It's very brief.
That's fine. I'll fly down.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Is there anything else I need?
To set your bond, I'm looking to get that financial information, which is not an assumption of guilt. It's a bond requirement. So we have emailed it.
You guys didn't say it was a requirement to have that, though. I don't know.
It is a requirement. It is a requirement to set a bond, or else I just max your bond out and ask for a cash bond.
What's the max bond then?
Let me look. The max fine is $200 plus court costs would be, so yeah, $334 would be your bond, and you'd post cash.
So if that drops, does that come back to me? How does that work?
So if you go to trial and are not found guilty, then you get your money back. If you go to trial and you're found guilty, then
Okay, you can just set it for max. I mean, I'd rather just have it paid.
All right, you can go ahead and post a cash bond today with the court.
Can I do that online, or how do I do that? Sorry.
Yeah, you do that online. Yeah, you just go to the municipal courts tab.
Can you give me a couple days on that? Just because I need to move money around.
Yeah.
We're in Florida right now, vacationing with the kids. Sorry, it's hectic right now. I'm trying to keep them quiet.
Yeah, the answer was yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye. Mr. Matson, moving you forward, your next person is Carol Threet, sorry, Miss Threet. Let's see, where are you? She was here. Miss Threet? I do not see her. She was here. Trying However, moving you forward to Khalik Cummings, but Khalik Cummings, go ahead and get on screen, please.
Okay.
You keep
How do you do
unmuting.
that?
You keep unmuting when I've muted you, but you're not on screen like I've asked. So moving you into that meeting. Okay, and I am moving forward. Let me just make some adjustments. Let's see, did I talk to Juanita Deblado? Are you here? Sorry. Yes, that's her. She came in a few minutes ago. An hour after. Okay, and then I need to ask Jamie Harris, are you here? Elias Hinojosa, are you here? Leslie Lopez, are you here? Sheena Russell, are you here? Jordan Snowden, are you here? Curtis Waller, are you here? Stephanie White, are you here? Give me a moment. Let's see. Amy Drake is coming up. Jeremy Huey, are you here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are. I missed you the first. There you go. Right. Dave Jefferson, are you here? Lorenzo O, are you Lorenzo Munguia?
Yes, ma'am. Lorenzo Munguia. Sorry about the typo.
That's okay. We'll survive it for sure. Mario Navarez Favila, are you here? Okay. And then Mr. Mattson, let me bring Mr. Cummings back over. Trying to get that to sync up. There we go. Okay, Mr. Mattson, Mr. Cummings, where are we with regard to this matter?
Your Honor, I'm gonna have to review this case a bit more in depth, so we're gonna go ahead and just set for final.
Okay, Mr. Cummings, we're scheduled for the final pretrial here in the courtroom, August 24th at 1 o'clock. Okay. Just seeing the top of your head. We'll see you then. Getting no response. Mr. Mattson, I'm going to move you forward with Amy Drake.
Okay, hello. Okay, I think he's finished.
Mr. Cummings, did you hear the date?
Yes, but I don't want this, even though they gave a date on the 24th, I don't want this to continue with this case.
I understand, but the prosecutor has to review that.
Okay.
And we are scheduled for the 24th at 1, and we'll see y'all then.
Okay then. Okay, bye.
Okay. We understand, but it's really in his hands.
Okay.
More than yours, okay? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, so Juanita DeBlato. Good morning. If you can unmute, it's gonna help us a lot. Well, there's no audio on your side, just video. Yeah, I understand. I'm gonna try chat. So I've sent a, yeah. Can you text? You'll have to log back in. Miss Threet, I'm not sure what happened, but I was calling your name earlier. I'm going to go ahead and work you back in. Miss DeBlato.
Please leave your message for 972.
Miss DeBlato, there's no audio. And I've tried contacting she talks whenever I talk to her and says, I can't hear you. She only talks when I talk to her and says, I can't hear you. I just don't even get what's going on. Ms. DeBlato, the better part is to try to connect your audio. I've tried your phone number and it went to voicemail. Probably our better bet would be for you to just phone call in. because I don't have a way to communicate with you. We do take phone calls, and the phone call number was on the email that I sent. Try dialing in. Mr. Matson and Ms. Drake, where are we with regard to this matter?
Your Honor, Ms. Drake is going to be submitting several different pieces of documentation Friday. And
Just a phone caller, wait just a moment. Mr. Matson?
I'm going to take a look at the documents that she submits, and then if it is what I'm looking for, I'll be dismissing her ticket.
Okay, I'm just going to set for final and give y'all time to review 1 o'clock on August 24th, unless the cases are dismissed or resolved in some way. Okay. Okay, Ms. Drake, I think you and Mr. Matson have a plan, and it's actually appropriate that I not know what that plan is. So I'll go ahead and let you to see if you can get it worked out. If the cases are still pending, then we'll see you on that pretrial date of August 4th. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Too. And you're good to go, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Matson, I'm moving you forward with Carol Threet. This Threet was on screen for a while and now has audio, so that's good. Ms. Threet, I'm going to move you over to that meeting.
You're on. I'm having a hard.
We've had trouble with her audio all morning, Mr. Matson. I don't know. It might be better to just see what you can do, and it might be better to have her phone call in.
Okay.
Okay. Give it a try. So phone caller ending in 254 and ending in 514. Are you able to unmute?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm Curtis Waller. You called my name a while ago, and I've been trying to get through. I don't know how to do this. I'm illiterate. I don't know how to read and write very well.
Okay, Mr. Waller, great. I'm glad to have you on the call. We're good with the phone call if that's what is going to work. Okay, it's a little harder, but we can manage.
I don't know how to do no Zoom or none of that.
Well, you're on a phone call, and that's fine. So,
all right.
yeah.
I just don't want to warrant an issue. I got 2 grandbabies I take care of every day.
I understand. I received your plea of no contest on your insurance charge from June 6th, and I received.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your plea for that charge at this time?
I didn't know what to put down. I'm guilty.
Okay. And you were not insured at the time of the stop?
I couldn't never find the insurance card, and the one I did find, it was already canceled. So,
okay. Do you know if
what,
you were
ma'am?
do you know if you were insured at the time?
No, I do not.
You don't know one way or the other?
I borrowed the car from my brother-in-law, and he said it had insurance on it, but I guess it didn't have insurance on it because the card that we found showed that it was already expired.
Okay. All right. And then the registration, is that something that you could get him to update and you could bring it into the court?
No, ma'am. He said the tag, he pulled it off another car, and that's why it was out of date.
Oh, is it? And it's
So
not going to be, and it's not going to be brought up to date?
No, it is not, because the car's broke down.
Okay. All right. I also showed that, so you pleaded no contest to that one as well, right?
Yeah, I guess I have to say I'm guilty of that.
Okay. And So I also am showing that I could change from payments to community service if you wanted to do that. If we did that, it would be 23 hours of community service. And it wouldn't be due until September 6th. You could
Yeah,
do,
the
you
the
could do it
community
out of,
service. I wouldn't be able to do the community service because I take care of my grandkids and I work all day. So
what do you do for
is
work?
there, I haul junk and I cut cedar posts.
Okay. Are you requesting a low payment plan?
Yeah, I'm requesting a payment plan. I can pay
Okay.
$100 a month
Okay.
to get the ticket paid off.
Okay. Can you make a payment today?
No, I cannot.
Okay. When could you make a payment?
Probably the middle of this month.
Okay.
Probably
Looking at,
around the 16th or 17th.
okay, that's a weekend. How about the 18th? It's a Monday.
Yes, the 18th. I can make a payment.
Okay, we're gonna need your signature on a payment plan.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you able, yeah, are you able to come over to the court today to sign, or can we email it and have you print it and sign it?
I can try to get over there today, but I ain't for sure because I'm borrowing this girl's car right now, so I can get stuff done, so I can take care of my grandkids.
Right, we're one of the things that you're gonna need to get done. I can give you till close of business tomorrow to come make a signature.
All
But I
right.
have to
So
get
I
a,
just go
in
back
order
to
to
where
do,
I.
in order, listen for a moment. In order to
Yes,
do a
ma'am.
payment, in order to do a payment plan, I have to get a signature. So I can give you
Yes,
till,
ma'am.
I can, I can give you till tomorrow to come over to the court to make a signature.
Yes, ma'am. So I go back to where I signed all these other papers
Yes, sir.
on the court.
Yes.
Yes. All right. But I
Okay.
ain't too familiar with Temple.
Right, but you were driving here in June, so we're gonna go ahead and
Yes.
assume you can get here. It's the
Yes.
same place you came before.
If I can get. All right. If I can get there today, it'd be perfect.
Yes,
All right.
it would be.
I will try to make it there today.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Is that all I got to do, ma'am?
It is. And while you're
All right.
here, you can talk to them about how to pay by phone or online, okay? Like you could phone it in. But we do need a signature first.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Mr. Matson, I think you were talking to Ms. Threet, and I think.
Yes, Your Honor. I told her to try and call in. I could not understand a word she was saying.
I think we have her on the phone now. Ms. Threet, can you unmute?
Hello?
Hi, are you Ms. Threet?
No, this is Juanita Doblado.
Okay, I'll be right with you.
Okay.
Mr. Matson, I'm going to move you on forward with Miss Holly, and we'll hope to get to Miss Threet when she calls in. Okay. Miss Holly, let me move you over to that meeting with the prosecutor. All right. There we go. She's on over. Okay, Miss Doblado.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you? I've been trying to connect myself. I don't know if I wasn't able to. I tried calling the court and everything, and they said, well, just look at the email, and I couldn't really figure it out. I'm sorry.
Well, you figured it out enough to be here now. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
So I did receive, you have 3 charges and they're all in warrant. There's
Yes.
a no, right. There's a no driver's license, and these are all from November 22nd. And you have entered a plea of guilty to that charge. The no license has fines and costs of $330.20. Is that your plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then there is a no insurance charge from that same stop. The fines and costs are $417.30, and you have entered a plea of guilty. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there is a changing lanes were unsafe, and the fines and costs are $373.10, and you have entered a plea of guilty. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I did receive a list of your bills, but no list of income. Do you have income at this time?
No, ma'am. I was in Tennessee and I moved back here. And now I have a stepson that I've been trying to help out with my husband right now, but I haven't been working at the moment.
Okay. And is your husband working?
Yes, ma'am.
And where is he working?
He just works at roofing
Where?
and like construction.
Okay. I need to know his income.
Oh, every week he makes about 600 to 800 a week.
Okay. And is he local? You had mentioned
What is
moving back. You mentioned you moved back, and so I just wasn't sure if y'all were maintaining two houses at this time or if y'all were in the
No,
same.
we moved. We're at the same place right now. We just moved back to Texas.
Okay. And are y'all receiving any assistance such as food stamps, Social Security, disability, or housing assistance?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you listed the rent, but no bills. Do you know your bills at this time?
We have a light bill, but since we just moved here, we haven't received the first light bill.
Okay. And just the one child in the home?
Yes.
How old is he?
He's 9.
Okay. And he's living with y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
What's his first name?
His name is Daniel.
Okay. And let's see, do you know your water bill, your cell phone bill, anything like that?
We only have the light bill and my cell phone. My cell phone bill is $200 a month.
Okay.
Well,
All
all
right.
of our cell phones. $200.
Okay. And you've requested to pay $100 a month. Is that possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When could you start?
Today.
Okay. Can we get a signature from you today if we email everything to you? Can you find a place to print it, sign it, and maybe take a picture of it and send it into our court online help email?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll send that to you. And then once you receive that, you can go ahead at that point and either call in a payment or go online and make a payment on the court's website.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how to call the clerk and get more information for how to do that?
Is it the phone number?
254 298 5687.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. What she follows, she can do that. Okay. The phone caller went away. So y'all are just waiting for Mr. Matson because you're on the pretrial. So not ignoring you, but we're just waiting. You're going to see me do paperwork. It's not very exciting. This is a no-show, behind on a payment plan, no payments made, not indigent. Jamie Harris, and I mean, I don't know what is her payment plan. What's the? I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Okay. So, I mean, she'd have to show up for me to approve small payments. Yeah, I don't see a way to work with that. Moving Miss Holly MacArthur Holly over. So Miss MacArthur Holly and Mr. Matson, where are we with regard to this matter?
Your Honor, Miss Holly would like to speak with you.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, I would like to change my plea to a no contest.
Okay. Just give me one moment. And Miss Smith Street, oh, she's still connecting. I will continue to try to get her connected. But Mr. Matson, I'm going to move you forward with Jeremy Huey. And Mr. Huey, you're moving to that meeting and you'll move back at the end. Miss Street, I'll be with you shortly. We're just, we'll do some kind of audio meeting. Miss MacArthur Holly, what's up?
So I'm going to plead no contest. Truly, there needs to be a sign put so that it indicates that it's a school zone. But truth be told, I work for a public health district and I don't have the allocated time to go fight this.
Yeah, I understand. Where is this?
So it's over by North Belton Middle School. And coming out of the middle school, they don't get out until 3:45, and it was 2:58, and there was nothing indicating that the school zone was active. And I asked the officer, and he just ignored me. So I just
Yeah. I mean, so for streets, if you want to talk to someone, it's Kenny, Kenny, guy named Kenny. Hold on. Not Kenny Martin. You can talk to him. It's not going to change your ticket.
No, right. I just really want something to be put there so that people would know.
Kenny Martin, I believe, is who.
Kenny Martin.
No,
Is that what this?
No, it's not Kenny Martin. That's
Okay.
a different. Huh? No, it's streets. Public. Kenny Henderson.
Kenny Henderson. Yeah. All right. Thank you. And he's with the city of Temple, I would imagine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we need to get something put there because it is misleading.
Yeah. But, so Ms. Holly, question, have you taken a driver safety course in the last year for purposes of tickets?
No, Your Honor.
On a plea of no contest, if you want to do that, you could. Okay. You would have to pay the court costs, which are $140. Is it listed as a school zone? I don't think it came in as a school zone, but that's better because the court costs are lower. This is Holly, yeah. Oh, it is listed as a school zone. Okay, so the court costs are $169. So the court costs are $169 of the $279.
Okay.
And if you can pay the $169 and show license and insurance today,
sure.
Then you could start that program, have 90 days. You order your, we put all this in writing for you, but you'll order your record online.
Okay.
You want our list of how to do it because we'll tell you the right record. And then you'll find a class online and we'll kind of highlight the right type of class. And then you get all that turned in within 90 days and you get a dismissal.
Okay.
And that's by far the easiest way toward a dismissal.
Yeah.
You're not admitting it or denying it.
No.
Neutral movement forward.
Okay.
So do you want to come by the building to do that? Or we can email you the forms and you can pay online. If you can get it all done today, you can scan everything over to us.
Okay. If I can do that, if you guys could email it and then I'll fill it all out and get it back over to you.
Okay. All right, we'll do that
Okay,
today.
thank you.
Probably in about an hour or less.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it.
Okay. And now that that's moving to resolution, Ms. Holly, just as an aside, during the pandemic, the critical times, you were coordinating the vaccination program, right?
I was. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. You helped several people in the community. I heard about it and just want to thank you for
Well,
that.
thank you. I appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And Mr. Matson, you were talking with Mr. Huey. Oh, sorry, let me get him back over. Apologies. I thought he moved back over. Okay, where are we with regard to the Huey matter? Sorry, Mr. Matson, let me have you unmute.
Apologies, Your Honor. I'm not used to doing this on my phone.
Okay.
I will be filing a motion to reduce the speed that Mr. Huey was traveling at. And once that has been filed, he will come in and pay his fine in full.
Okay. All right. Around this morning, we'll get that from you.
Most likely tomorrow, Your Honor, as I am stuck at home. So I don't have access to documents.
Okay, Mr. Huey, I think what we'll do, let's see, that will change the fine.
No, Your Honor, it will just change the amount of the speed he was going over the posted limit.
Okay. All right. So we will get that by close of business tomorrow, Mr. Huey. So my thought is that the smart thing for all of us to do is to look for you to do payment on the 7th. Just to give you enough time in case there are any hiccups.
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm just making some notes. All right. We'll look for completion by July 7th. Okay.
Anything else, Your Honor?
Thank you. Yeah, you're good to go. Okay.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Okay. So, Mr. Matson, let's try Miss Three. Well, no, she's gone again. Let's just keep. Oh no, there she is. That was different. Okay, Miss Three, can you speak? Can you unmute?
Yes.
Okay. How are you today?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just having trouble with this meeting.
Yeah, I think we were looking to see if you could just phone in. Can I get the phone number?
I tried. I phoned in and I could hear y'all, and there was no video, but I did. I could hear y'all, and I kept talking.
Yeah, call in, ma'am, because we
said
can't
anything.
hear you.
So I hung
yeah,
up.
you have to wait because with a phone call, if I'm talking to someone else, and then you have to unmute on the phone call. But the problem is I can't hear you. I'm going to move you forward with Mr. Mungia.
Hello.
So,
How are you doing, Your Honor?
hi, we're good. Moving you over to that meeting. I'll keep trying to coordinate with Ms. Street. I don't know. So take the warrant path at this point. Hi, phone caller. Please unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is this?
Judge Pearson.
Yeah, who is
This
this?
is Carol Threet.
Okay, great.
Here.
Stay right there. We're going to work with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So the prosecutor is talking to another person, and I'm going to then take them back in and see where they're going. And then I will move you over to that meeting with him. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, just hold tight.
Yes, I will.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, never mind. We can accept those, please, and go 90 days. I don't know why people don't want this call in or whatever. Hutchison is, so he says it's going to be a total of says we set up $50. 50 on 6. Sorry. July 7/15. She's paying $50. Let me see. $50 on 7/15 on a payment. And she's extended the Friday to get it. Let's just head to one, and I don't see anything we can do. She can have 30 days on the new one. She can add it to her payment plan if she shows up to sign. Okay, Mr. Mungia and Mr. Matson, where are we on this matter?
Your Honor, I'm going to be reviewing this case a bit more in depth, so we'll go ahead and set for final.
Okay, final pretrial is scheduled for August 24th at 1 o'clock, and we will see you there, if it is still pending.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matson. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Mr. Matson, Miss Street is finally on a phone call. And of course, she'll have to dial back in after the pretrial, but I'm going to go ahead and send her over to that pretrial with you. She's already unmuted, and we're communicating just fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I guess on Navarez Favela, I'm going to go ahead and give until the 15th. That gives them the weekend if they need it. Agent of the court. Goodness. Trauma. Do we have an email for the client? No. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got the wrong person. Ignore that. Just throw that away. Yeah. I grabbed the wrong file. I think that guy would be quite surprised. You have a good July 4th. Sometimes that's a good, healthy thing to do, honestly. Yeah. Just waiting for that call back in. Here is the. Yes. Let him know that it's required. Along with that order. She needed to call back in, right? I assume, right?
Yes, I let her know, Your Honor.
Are you okay? What, did you have car trouble or?
Yes, I was driving home from the gym yesterday and I heard a noise. Got out and I had a 6-inch screw in my back right tire.
Oh no.
Yeah, not ideal.
No, I'm sorry to hear that. It's not a good day to get broken down.
Something about car trouble, it always strikes you both at once because I literally just swapped out the battery in my girlfriend's car. And then 2 days later, I have problems.
Goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. We have a phone number from the street. It's not on. We can call her. Let's try. There she is. Okay. Ms. Street, Mr. Matson is here too, and I'm going to ask him to fill me in on where we are.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'll be filing a motion to dismiss for this case.
Okay. Ms. Street, he is filing a motion to dismiss. I will sign that motion. We will.
Okay.
Can we email that to you to the email where we sent the other information?
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay, great. Then you're good to hang up, actually.
Okay, well, thanks, Your Honor. You have a good day.
You too, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Matson.